This is our new products for JM Hobby Supply. We have improved our Styrene Tack. This is the 12 pack of 1 ounce bottles, or you can also buy a 1 ounce separate bottle or any combination in between. What we essentially did was we took the original product called 10X 7R, and we basically put it in a lab and determined what it was made of, and then made our own brand since the 10X is no longer available. And recently now we've been able to improve the product, which is used to glue several different types of plastic, but specifically styrene plastic for model builders. Like you see here, any colors can be used. But what we want to do is show you how quick and how efficient the Styrene Tack works. And simply all you need to do is take a small paintbrush like what you see here, put it into the Styrene Tack, and don't be afraid to put enough on a piece. Simply hold it in the position that you desire. You can even run it alongside the joint through capillary action. This actually activates the plastic to where you get a very firm bond, just like you see here. And it works very fast, very quickly, usually within about 3 to 6 seconds, and then it will harden up very firm after that. As you can see here, here's one we did just a little bit before we started, and you can see how firm this is. I can actually break it apart, but it makes a very solid bond for plastics and other models. The other thing that's kind of nice with this is if you make a bond and you mess it up or put it together cockeyed, you can put a little bit on here to soften up the plastic and easily take it apart as well. So let's say you want to reseal that piece that you've taken off and put it back together because you've made a mistake. Simply put a little bit more of the bonder on there. Hold it for maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, and there you have that piece bonded together. Once again, very quick, very efficient. The other thing that you can do with this is you can even glue acrylics together. And a lot of models now for cars, model railroads, airplanes come with acrylic, and used to only be able to use CA glues or cyanoacrylic glues. This is a sample that we prepared using a scrap piece of acrylic. In the case of the acrylic, it's usually a good idea to pool a nice amount of the bonder on the piece. And again, you can hold it together. For these, we usually try to hold it maybe 6, 8, 10, 12 seconds, something like that, just to get a good firm bond. And after it's held for a few seconds, you can see, again, very easy, very solid bond, and hardens up right away. So if you're doing a kit like from Custom Model Railroad Company, they make acrylic models that are very detailed, very nice. You can now use this product to glue the acrylic as well as the styrene, which we showed earlier. Again, usually about 3 to 5 seconds for the styrene, 6 to 10 seconds for the acrylic. It softens up the plastics and makes a bond as opposed to a glue joint, and is a great replacement for the 10X 7R, which you can no longer get. The other nice thing about this is it will last for a long time. People ask how they should store it. Typically we like to store it in a cool place. We have a lot of people who even like to store it in a refrigerator to keep a good solid bond. Some people even store it upside down with pressure on the cap. So that way it doesn't evaporate. If you do leave the cap off for a long period of time, it will evaporate, but the caps come where that makes an airtight seal. And again, if you keep the cap on tight, store it in a cool place, it will last for a long time.